Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So on today's video I have decided to offer you guys some of my amazing tips. So if you have found yourself, you've just been newly diagnosed with cancer, or maybe you know someone who's been newly diagnosed, hopefully these tips are going to help you throughout the process. So this is what has helped me throughout my process. I'm coming to the end of my journey now. Yay, finally. It's been a very long 6 months. So I've got 2 chemos left. So about 4 weeks to go, which is amazing. I cannot wait. So yeah, I just want to offer you guys some tips that has helped me throughout my journey, and hopefully that will in turn help you. I'm looking like a little mushroom today in this little beanie, but I'm kind of feeling it. I don't mind it. So all right, let's carry on. So my first tip, I've just written down some dot notes, by the way, dot points. So my first tip is to write everything down. Every single little thing you must write down. Appointments, date times, even if you think you're going to remember it, just write it down. Like I've been literally writing down everything in my calendar in my phone. Like even something later that day, like, oh, I've got an appointment at 3 o'clock. Like, oh, I'll remember it. It's fine. Don't worry. No, write it down just in case, because chemo brain is a very real thing and it just messes you up. I tell you that. Like, it just, you think you're going to remember and sometimes you don't. So even if they call you to remind you the day before, just please write everything down. It helps so much. So that's my first tip. Write everything down. Get yourself a little notebook like this one. This one's really cute. It says, "No rain, no flowers," which I absolutely love that quote, and I love that it's pink. Obsessed. But yeah, get yourself a cute little notebook, get yourself some cool pens, and just write everything down. It helps, okay? It's like when you want to work out more, so you go and buy yourself like fancy new activewear or like a new pair of runners or something, and it makes you want to do it more. Like, get yourself a cool notebook, do it, you'll write it down. Or just write it down on your phone, which is pretty much what I did. Like, I started with the notebook and then I just moved to the calendar in my phone. But anyway, it's write everything down. So that's my first one. The next one is to speak up if something isn't right. So if you are like at your doctor's appointment or something, you don't understand something, or they've explained something to you a little bit strangely, you're just not getting what's going on, then speak up and say, "Sorry, what do you mean by that? Sorry, I don't get what you mean. What is that? Like, you're showing me these scans, like what exactly is that? What does that mean for me?" And just ask loads of questions, like loads and loads. There's not a silly question, as you know, the teachers will always tell you. So yeah, just ask questions, speak up for yourself. If something isn't right, say something. When I have to go and get my PIC dressing changed, I have to get it changed every week. If they always ask me like, "That's not hurting you, is it?" But on the occasion they don't ask and maybe it's stinging a little bit, I will say, "Oh, actually that's stinging a little bit." And they'll go, "Oh, okay, cool. Thanks for telling me. We'll do it differently." Or, "It shouldn't be stinging. That's not good. Let me check into that." Or, you know, "That's okay. It might sting a little bit," you know, and they'll be able to talk you through it. But if you don't say anything, then they're not going to know that it's hurting you or that, you know, something's wrong. So you need to speak up for yourself and you need to say, because they would rather know that something's happening than not know. You know what I mean? Okay, so that's the second one, speak up. The third one is to take time for yourself to rest and do not push yourself too hard too soon. I think this was a hard one for me at the start. I wasn't used to just slowing down and not doing anything and not working and not being active in my lifestyle, I suppose. So that was hard, but really taking time for yourself to just rest and let your body recover from all that it's going through is really, really, really important. Especially like the day before chemo, just like I like to relax a little bit and just like drink loads of water and just chill and just prepare myself for it. And then the day after chemo, a similar thing, like your body has just been through this ordeal. Like, let yourself rest, put on your favorite movie, you know, do a face mask, do something kind to your body because of what it's going through. and you'll just get through it so much better. Don't feel like you have to rush into anything either. People say, you know, exercise is really important, and yes, it is, but maybe not every day. So maybe before you were exercising every day, or you were exercising 4 or 5 times a week. Now, because of what your body is going through, it's going to be a little bit less. Maybe you still can do it 4 or 5 times a week, but maybe it's just not going to be for as long, or it'll be a short walk every day, or, you know, it'll be 20 minutes rather than 40 minutes, you know, just something less. And don't try and do everything that you were doing before, because that's just going to affect you in a negative way, and your body is already going through so much. So you want to give it the absolute best chance to thrive. So that is my next tip. The next one after that is to find something that you're grateful for in every day. I love doing this. I love looking at positive things and being happy and finding things that I'm grateful for in my life, because there's so many things. So even just little things, like even just like waking up today, for example, like my body doesn't hurt. So that's a plus for me. Like that's good. Like yesterday, all the back of my neck was all aching and really sore. It woke me up in the middle of the night. But this morning, it feels good. Like I feel okay now. Like it feels a bit better. And I'm grateful for that, because when it's sore, it's really sore and it's no good. And it just ruins your whole day. So little things like that. Or I am grateful for avocado on toast, which I had for breakfast, and it was amazing. I haven't had it in so long, and it was like I forgot how delicious it was. Like, what the heck, it was so good. So that's definitely one thing that I'm grateful for today. Another thing that I'm grateful for, I don't know if I've actually introduced you guys to my little best friend, but here he is. He's sleeping. So this is Taco. Hi baby, say hi. This is my little best friend, and I am grateful for him literally every day, because he cuddles me and he looks after me and he makes sure I'm okay, and he's just the best. I mean, look at him. He's so snoozy at the moment. He's not normally this mellow, but at the moment he's very mellow. I just disturbed his sleep. I'm sorry. You can go back to sleep now, but that's my best friend. Good boy. Okay, so the next thing I will say is to make your bed. That's actually something that I have learnt throughout this experience, that it is so, so, so important to every morning make your bed. I have felt so much better in myself since I've been doing that. And I know it sounds so stupid and like so silly, and like why wasn't I even making my bed before anyway? But like, you know how sometimes like you go to work and you're in a bit of a rush and you've got some clothes on your bed and you just sort of push it back and you leave it and it's not fully made. Well, I have made an effort to make my bed every single morning, and it honestly makes me feel so much better. It literally takes 1 second to do. Like it literally takes 1 minute. It doesn't even take that long. You just straighten your pillows and literally pull the thing. Like it doesn't take long. I don't know why I wasn't doing it before, but it has made me feel so much better, because you come home, your room is fresh, it looks all clean, and it's just like if you start your day on a positive note by making your bed, then I feel like you will finish it on a positive note. And it always feels nice to, at the end of the day, get back into a freshly cleaned bed. Like if it's already like the doona's all mixed up and your pillows are everywhere and you crawl back into it, it's like, I don't know, it's like it's not satisfying. It's like when you put on fresh sheets and they feel so nice against your skin, and it's like, oh yeah, this is going to be a good sleep. It's like that every single night, because your bed is freshly made and you peel it back and it's like fresh, and it's so good. I love it. So that's a little tip for you guys. Make your bed. Trust me, it'll just make your day so much better. It literally does. And I wish I knew that like 5 years ago. And my mum's probably watching this right now going like, I told you, like, you should be making a bed every morning and blah blah blah. But I've just discovered it, and I'm 26, so there is hope for us all. My last final tip is don't Google too much. Please do not. Dr. Google. Taco's barking. Please stop. Please stop. It's okay. Good boy. Okay, he stopped. So yeah, don't Google too much. That's probably the number one tip. That's why I've left it till last, other than make your bed. But don't Google, because literally, if as soon as I got diagnosed, if I Googled everything, I probably would have had a heart attack and died from all the things it says on there. Like, it says some crazy stuff on Dr. Google. So, you know, if you are wanting more information, please only go on like accredited sites or talk to someone who's been through the same thing, but don't just be Googling stuff, because you will come out thinking that your leg's going to have to be amputated and that you've got 2 days to live or something, because yeah, some of the crazy stuff that they talk about on there is insane, and you don't want to be freaking yourself out even more when you don't have to be. So if you can reduce that stress and anxiety over your diagnosis as much as you can, then definitely do that. So do that by not Googling every little single thing that your doctor tells you or that you hear, because yeah, no one can benefit from that, trust me. Actually, one more tip. I know that was going to be the last one, but I've actually got another tip for you. Funny story, actually. So the other day, Mum and I took the dogs for a walk, and it was a little bit windy, so it was a bit cool. The wind was blowing. I had like my sunnies on and my hat because it was kind of sunny and I didn't want my head to get burnt, and you know, no hair life, so I have to wear a hat everywhere I go. So I was wearing that, my sunnies were on because it was super glary, my eyes were all sensitive because I've got no eyelashes left, and they were crying. I was sweating, my head was hot, it was windy, my hat was flying off everywhere. It was not a vibe, like I was not having a good time. Then in the middle of everything, my nose started running, like literally dripping. The snot was literally coming out of my nose. I think it must have been the wind or something, would just like, it would dribble and it would hit it, and the snot was just literally like flying out of my nose. And I was like, why is this happening? Like, I don't have a cold, like why is my nose so runny? Then it dawned on me, you don't just lose the hair from your head and your eyebrows and your eyelashes, you lose the hair out of your nose as well. So when I got home, I had a little look up there. There's literally no nose hairs in there. So obviously the nose hairs are there to catch the snot, and because all my nose hairs are gone, there's nothing to bloody catch my snot. So it was just flying everywhere. I was trying to explain to Mum, my hat was flying everywhere. I was telling her, oh, my nose is so runny, I don't have any tissues. And I turned around to tell her, and the snot literally came out, and as I was talking, like went straight into my mouth. I'll insert a photo here and show you guys. It's disgusting, by the way. But she was pissing herself. I laughed because, I mean, it is kind of funny. But yeah, just something you would never ever think of, that you would lose your nose hairs. So if you are going through chemotherapy, please take tissues with you everywhere you go, because one day you're going to lose those nose hairs. And even if you're not sick, your nose is going to be runny, and you don't want to eat your snot because that was salty and it didn't taste good. So that's my final tip. Just take tissues everywhere you go. I went out and bought one of those big, like a 12 pack of the little pocket sized tissue things, and I literally put them everywhere. Like, I've got lots of bags, so there's like one in every bag. I've got one in my car. I've got one like at my boyfriend's house. I've got one in Mum's car. I've got one next to my bedside table. Like, I literally have tissues everywhere now, just to avoid that no nose hairs problem. So you're welcome, guys. You are definitely welcome. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video again. Please like and subscribe. I'd love to see you back here. Please comment and let me know what you guys want to see next. I love making these videos, so much fun. Yeah, don't forget your tissues. But yeah, I hope everyone has a great day. Don't forget to make your bed as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.